Hello, my name is Sean. Welcome to the channel, and today I want to briefly talk about the DS E-Intention Performance. Now, this is a concept car that was recently unveiled that showcases a performance upgrade for a 2006 DS Intention, and this is not to be confused with the DSX Intention, which is a totally different crazy car. This car is still crazy, it just isn't what that thing is. And this really does showcase that even if a car hasn't been heard of for 5 or 7 years, it can still get upgrades and still be brought back to attention in relative modern styling, because that first car looked pretty good for its time, but this new one looks even better and more futuristic than what that last car looked. Now, I don't know much about that last car. I come into these videos purposely not knowing anything about the cars I plan to talk about because I like to be surprised. But from what I understand, it made about 400 horsepower, while this car makes 800 horsepower. And this car is also supposed to produce 600 kilowatts of power for braking purposes. Now, I don't know how that braking works because, they're not really saying, and I've never witnessed such a thing. But this car still has brake pads and rotors for safety purposes, of course. So I don't know how, intuitive or how well this technology they're trying to introduce actually works. And I'm going to treat this newer E-Tense version of this car as a second generation rather than a facelift, because it's been enough time and these cars, though similar, are a lot different in their performance and their looks. And I'm really interested in seeing what this car's interior actually looks like, because that first concept car's interior was pretty crazy looking, something you don't see out of a lot of, I want to call this GT cars. But those seats look really, really, really uncomfortable, and I'm hoping for a more modern take with this version. And before I end this video, I will say DS does make some of the best looking concept cars ever, and there's a lot of things that's going on with them I see parallel with some of the car companies in this country, and I'll make a totally separate video about that later on to get into some more details of what I think is going on with them. Overall, this is one of the best looking EV GT cars we've ever seen. Is it going to make it to production? That's a whole different story. We'll just have to wait and see how that's going to go. And, we could talk about some of the more features and specs this car is going to have when that information becomes available to us. And with that said, I like to bring this video to a close. So if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. If you want to see what I got planned next, come see what I got planned next. Got a lot in store for this channel. Really want you guys to be there with me. And with that said, I'll catch you later.